Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Oseteru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. All right, guys. Now, remember, if you have time to, I would love to hear you drop us a comment in the comment section. Also, give this video a thumbs up and pass it on to somebody else who might like it as well. Now, today we're going to talk about the Aquarius and the Gemini. A long time ago, I did a video about Aquarius and Gemini, but the problem was that I did that video in another topic at the same time. And I became very quickly aware that doing topics together in one video doesn't work very well. It works much better when you do one topic, one, theme, one conversation per video. So I wanted to talk about Aquarius and Gemini again, and this is male or female. I'm just going to talk in general about the potential for their relationship. The Aquarius and the Gemini are said to be one of our top matches. They say air and fire are our top matches. So Geminis, Libras, Sagittarius, Leo, and what's the other one? What's the other fire sign? Aries. So fire and air are supposed to be our most compatible signs. So some people like fire more than others, but they always put them in order that air usually is first. So somebody who's a Gemini in a relationship with an Aquarius should be a pretty compatible relationship, because they're both the same element. They're both of the air element. So they have a lot of things in common. They're both smart. They're both independent. They both need space. They both enjoy sex. So these two have so many things in common that it actually, a lot of times, is going to be a harmonious relationship. Now, remember, they do have a couple fundamental differences. And those differences in this case don't necessarily have to be a problem for these two. For example, the Gemini is two different people. Anybody who has spent time with the Gemini for any for any amount of time will tell you, if you see them more than a couple of days, you will generally see their twin. A Gemini is two people at once. One part of them is one way and one part of them is another way. And it's usually a very dramatic difference. So you can, be around a Gemini and they literally feel like two different people. When I told you guys when I was in college, I was friends with a Gemini. We were tight, really tight. And he always, depending on what day it was, would be very old acting. I mean, like an old man. He would read the newspaper, be crotchety in the morning, the kind of things you would generally associate with a crotchety old man. Remember that movie, Grumpy Old Men? That's how he behaved sometimes. And other times, he behaved like the young college student that he was, running around, doing pranks, dating women, drinking too much Johnny Walker. He was a typical college student, but like a mischievous one sometimes. And then other times he fell into being this grumpy old man. And it was the biggest change. And you could tell the difference between the two. And it used to get on my nerves because I didn't mind either one of them. Each personality offers something. That's the thing with Geminis. Each one of their twins offers something different. So I liked what they had to offer, but sometimes the wrong one showed up. So I might need the old man's advice today, but the young bull shows up. Or I need the young guy to show up because it's some drama and the old man shows up giving everybody a lecture. So, it just depended on the situation, but that was annoying to me. I liked him though. We got along very well for a very long time, and I still see him. I still see him on Facebook and we still chit chat. I definitely like that energy about them. Now, according to the literature, because I did do a little bit of research for this video, according to the research, Aquarius and Gemini have to be careful with finances. It says in the research that Aquarius is a spender. and most of us are spenders. I got a whole cart full of stuff on Amazon and eBay and Etsy right now. You know, I got a cart full of stuff that if always like, ooh, if I have some extra money, I'm getting one of these. So Aquarius are spenders, and Gemini's not as much. They're supposed to be, according to the literature, better with money than us. I haven't seen evidence for or against that, but that's what the literature covers. That's what the gurus say. So if that's the case, these two may clash in that one area according to the literature. That's the one area that may be problematic, because the Aquarius may want to spend and get things that she doesn't need, and the Gemini could be like, yo, we need to save, we need to, invest, we need to do things like that. So these two may differ in that department. But that doesn't have to be a deal breaker, especially being as though, according to astrology, they got 90% compatibility. So anything, 90% is damn good. So that last 10%, you guys just have to work through, talk through, compromise through, the Aquarius likes to spend, he likes to save, or she, or vice versa. So that's something the two of you need to discuss with each other. How much can be spent versus how much needs to be saved. These two are very smart and very logical, so they should be able to come to some kind of an agreement, some kind of diplomatic agreement, So that's the thing with Gemini and the Aquarius. So supposedly this could be a really good match. I can't say a lot about this combination from a personal standpoint, because I don't remember dating a Gemini. I don't think I ever have. So lately, over the past 6 months, people keep telling me, yo, you need to date a Gemini. And I'm like, what? A twin? I have a hard enough time with one woman, much less two, So people always tell me that, and I'm like, I don't know about all of that. But I can tell you from experience that a lot of letters I get and emails and messages I get are from that combination, Aquarius and Gemini. So it is a very common combination, and it is one that can work. The one Gemini that wrote me a couple weeks ago told me that he likes Aquarius a lot. He just finds us to be a little bit more detached than he likes. Because remember, I said both of these two like independence. So both of these two may go off and go do their own thing and still be able to come back together. But from what I heard from this guy, he said that Aquarius is a little bit more so in that area than Gemini. So I'm not sure if that's been your experience or not, but that's what I'm being told by the Geminis. I've heard this a couple times from them now that I've talked to many of them in letters. So it seems to be one of those combinations that is worth checking out. So if you are an Aquarius, or if you are a Gemini and you've recently met the other, it is definitely worth checking it out, because the two of you could be very compatible. Again, I always recommend look at the entire chart. Some people will say, oh, if you're looking for compatibility, look at Venus. Oh, if you're looking for compatibility, look at your moon sign. And I'm like, no, look at the whole chart. When you're doing compatibility, look at the whole chart. Because sometimes there's something crept in a corner somewhere that says something that could be a great problem or a great help to you. So look at the entire chart of both people and compare the energies, not just one planet or one thing. Look at the whole thing. Because like I said, these two have a great potential to make it. Okay? All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. So if you would like to get a reading done, please email me and I'll give you an appointment. If you would like to send me a gift, my Amazon wish list is going to be underneath this video, as always. My Patreon page will be underneath this video, and all my social media. So if you want to contact me, it'll all be there. Come back soon, because I got a lot more to say. See you later.